Mm-hmm.
The soaring ecstasy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kill me! Put me out of my misery! Just kill me, please!
Hello everyone, I'm TG and this is your home for garbage gameplay. I'm very happy today to bring you a brand new Alex build because as soon as the patch came out, I knew I had to be a busy little bee. As Alex is my girl, I just had to find a new build for her. This build is called Plague Alex. It's very similar to my Epidemic Alex build and it plays almost the same, so check that video out if you want to see some gameplay, as it's almost identical. However, I think this build is even stronger. It focuses on bringing on the infection as fast as possible and as hard as possible. Infection is the name of the game these days, so we're going to use some of Alex's brand new toys, including her fantastic infection machine gun, which is probably my favorite card in the entire game right now, and I'm going to show you how you can make these dirty little survivors cough like they got the COVIDs. So to start off with, the bioweapon variant we're going with is Toxic, and Toxic is the brand new variant that shortens the base cooldown of Yataveo, and anytime it dies, whether by your own hand or by the survivors, it leaves a nice big pool of infectious gas. Next, we are going with Amplify, and this one is kind of up in the air. You can either go with Amplify or the new Mutation. The benefit of Mutation is when the survivors are standing close together, it's going to cause them to infect each other, but personally, I like Amplify just because it makes your infection as hard as possible to get rid of. Her next passive skill is going to be Trap Efficiency, which lowers the cost of traps by 1, and that's because traps in this deck are actually kind of secondary. We're going to be focusing mostly on creatures to spread infection. Her first exclusive card is going to be the Virus Mine. Throw away that garbage camouflage detonator. You want the Virus Mine. It pops off and gives them infection level 2 right away. For the next exclusive card, it is going to be Machine Gun Infection. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum of the camouflage detonator is Machine Gun Infection. This is the best card that was added with the new patch. This bad boy doesn't do any damage, but it fills them full of infection. So you throw away that camouflage jester, you throw away the efficiency mod, this is what you gotta use. On to her equipment, and this one's kind of a no-brainer. You want Viral Canister 3 and Viral Canister 2 to get your infection as high as possible, as fast as possible. I also used Resilient Skin 2 because since we're using a lot of creatures, we want to keep them alive as long as possible to spread that infection. Lastly, we're using the miniature reactor yet again because Alex always has a problem with her bioenergy, and this is going to make it so we can have as much bioenergy as possible at all times. Lastly, onto her deck, and this is where we're going to see a little bit of deviation from what we're used to. So it's a 2-mod deck. We're using Efficiency mod Creatures as well as the new Virus mod Infection, and this bad boy, I'm telling you, is going to make your dreams come true, because this thing is going to make it so all your creatures are infectious right off the bat, but it's going to increase their cost by 1, which is why we need to use the Efficiency mod Creatures in conjunction with it. We're also going to use a couple of cheap traps here just for a little bit of aggravation. We got the Lockdown Trap and the Airburst Trap, which are going to cost 1 and 2 respectively. We're also going to use Old Faithful here, the air cannon, to blow the survivors to and fro. Now our zombie lineup consists of the Crawling Zombie, Imposter Zombie, Double Zombie, Dealer, and Tough Zombie. And remember, all these guys are going to be infectious. I did try a variation of this using a liquor, but it ended up being just a little bit too expensive, and it didn't really pan out because Alex's bioenergy game still isn't where it should be. So you don't have to worry too much about your creatures dying in this build. They don't have to last long. They only have to last long enough to spread their infection. And an obvious counter to this entire build is Valerie and her Remedy, but honestly, even with that, they're going to get reinfected so fast that it's not going to matter. They might even stop buying blue herbs because there's no point. They're going to be infected right away. As soon as they heal it, they're reinfected. I've actually played quite a few games using this build where I haven't even needed to use Yataveo. He was just gravy. Infection is such a huge part of the meta that I haven't even tried out Trap Alex, and that used to be my favorite way to play the game. So that's the build. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know how you like to play Alex. And of course, I'm TG. If you like what you saw, you know what to do. If not, keep it sleazy.